Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. For those of you that aren't familiar with me, I am Dianne Aquarius. I've been on YouTube for over 3 years now, working as a psychic, medium, channeler, tarot card reader, you name it. I've been doing it. And I have a special connection with a set of entities called Rahasha from the original Rock Collective and Archangels. If you're interested in a membership where you can see me channel these beings, please hit the join button, take a look. Also, please too, because it helps the algorithm, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications. And if you do want a reading with me, because I know there's lots of scammers out there, you can only get a reading with me by going to my website, dianneaquarius.com. So, oh, and members, before I forget, and anyone that's interested, I did post in the community tab, and now all you iPad users can look in the community tab now. They fixed that. You can see all the lives that I have coming up for July. So next week starts off with an evening of readings where I answer your personal questions and do that. And then, we have the channelings and all that good stuff, the mediumship circle. And then we have that special Archangel seminar that is scheduled on there. You do need a book for that because you do need the sigils. So without further ado, there's 3 things I wanted to look at today. The first one is that new Alzheimer's drug, because as you know, I am a dementia practitioner. This kind of piqued my interest. This does actually appear to go beyond the Namenda, Aricept, those typical type drugs. So I wanted to take a look at that. I also wanted to look at that package that we're possibly sending Ukraine with certain munitions, and we'll talk about that. And also, too, DeSantis is polling way behind 45. Interesting twist here. So I thought we would take a look at all of that. So without further ado, oh, and for the end, we're going to do a 3-card pick using the tea leaves. I'm so glad so many of you are liking those pick-a-piles. And we'll have a new tarot tutorial. By now, I think you guys can see my teaching style. So that way, if you do want to become a member, you can get the whole tarot class. So now I'll just teach like little bits and, different things here and there. But I think by now you get a feeling of what it's like to take a tarot class and all that. And I think there's something like 50 videos in membership just on tarot. So let's look at this new Alzheimer's drug. I am using the small version of the Rider-Waite with illustrations by Pamela Smith because it's easier to shuffle. And we'll clarify it with the golden foil tarot cards. Okay, I like this. The first one, Knight of Cups. So here he is. I always say this cup is full of good things, full of good opportunities. So this Alzheimer's drug is a good thing. It's coming forward, presenting new opportunities to folks that have it. Now, of course, I can tell you one of the issues that's going to be with this drug is that it does have to be actually administered. It's not a pill. So, you're going to have to get the person to actually sit there. So it has to be done in the earlier stages where people either don't really notice the symptoms or they are in denial of the symptoms. That is going to be the one difficult part. So there's that. So yes, good thing. But some kind of delay. Here's the obstacle. My second card, because I do a mini Celtic cross, is always like the obstacle. So Hanged Man, some sort of delay. Like this is not going to be out for the public as fast as we would like it to be. Oh, lots. Okay, because 4 of Cups, lots of decisions to be made here. Now, granted, this is a $26,000 a year medication, but Medicare is saying that they'll pick it up. So, but there are lots of decisions, I think, on how to roll it out. That's how I'm, okay, so 8 of Swords. Let me just ask Spirit, who is 8 of Swords? Okay, this is the people waiting. The people waiting? Yes. So the people that are waiting are feeling kind of stuck, trapped. The ones that actually want it are like, come on already. And then one from the bottom of the deck. This will bring about a drastic change. Knight of Wands. So, and we can see that's for the better looking at the other cards. So this is going to be a good thing. This is something that we need. It's a long time, it's been a long time coming for sure. And let me just pick one of the golden foil ones just to like add a little bit more to this. These cards, I love them, but they are a little slippery. Annie is doing well, by the way. I know, you know, all of you ask about my Annie Bell. Annie is doing good. Right now, she's solid. Everything's good. Eating, drinking, taking her medicine. If you don't know, I have two senior cats that are about 18 years old. Okay. King of Pentacles. Okay, so on one hand, yes, this is very good. This is something that is rock solid, okay, King of Pentacles. But on the other hand, this is something that is a money maker. There is money to be had. And how often when I read on anything to do with our healthcare system and our medications that we get pentacles. So, yeah, I think that is kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? Nothing new. So Biden is trying to figure out how we're going to send this package over to Ukraine. It's going to have what's known as cluster bombs. Say that 10 times fast. Cluster bombs, which are very controversial. They're banned in 100 countries. There's lots of issues because, first of all, they're not that well targeted. And second of all, they can detonate years down the road. So let's see if this is actually what we're going to be sending. And if we do, if it's going to be good, if this is something that is going to be beneficial to humanity as a whole. I think some of you thought in my last video that I was calling the, I'll say it right, the Wagner group, necessarily a good thing. No, not necessarily, but their energy of being disruptive towards Vlad was a good thing. That I will stand by. He needed that. I'm not saying that they're saints. I think some of you got a little confused. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay. Okay, so the card of perseverance, the card, you know, this is the Ukrainians, obviously. 9 of Wands. They're just trying to hold on. They're trying to do their thing. They're trying to live their lives. You know, this is very difficult. I couldn't even imagine living under these circumstances. I really couldn't. Second card is my obstacle card. Yeah, broken heart. 3 of Swords. I think that these bombs, and I will take a look at, I will clarify this card, but I feel like Ukrainians are obviously brokenhearted. There's a lot of sorrow. Their land is being demolished, right? So there is that. Okay, Spirit, how do I read this? This is the 8 of Cups. Some kind of delay or walking away. Okay. From Biden. Here's my Biden card. Okay, so this may not be exactly what we think. Okay, and bottom of the deck, Hermit. There's more for us to learn about this. So this may not get rolled out the way we're thinking. There could be some kind of delay or a change of how many we're giving. But of course, too, we don't actually know the details, right? So some of this is going to be a little hard to prove because we don't know what the package actually is in detail, right? So... oh, okay. I had one jump out here. Oh, wait. I had 2 jump out. Hey, God. And I'm knocking over one of my favorite crystals. Stress, worry, anxiety. Oh, interesting. And I get the card of perseverance again. So I think the Ukrainian people are going to have to hang on a bit longer for like a meaningful package. So I think there's something changing. There's something different with this package than what we're thinking. Okay. It's not going to be quite what we think. So I'm wondering if it's because of the human rights violations that it would cause, that sort of thing. So yes, something obviously is coming, but not as quickly and not quite what Ukrainians want. Okay. So let's look at our friend, sarcasm noted, please, DeSantis. He is polling way behind 45. Now, I will argue that that's a good thing. And you might say, wait, what? I don't want 45 to be president again. No, he can't be president again. He's going to, you know, be caught up with all these legal things. And the RNC don't want him anyways. So I look at this as being more of a positive thing. So let's take a look at DeSantis. We can always take a peek at 45. Heaven knows we've done that a few million times on this channel. So let's take a peek. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to take a sip of water. Got my little bumblebee glass going on. I'm glad so many of you had fun looking at my pictures. If you haven't seen my pictures on the community tab, Michael and I had such a blast last weekend. We went to the Ed Sheeran concert where he broke all those records for selling out the stadium. First time he was in an NFL stadium. We saw Indiana Jones, which I thought was a great movie. We went to this fantastic Mexican restaurant, had these delicious vegan tacos that were like huge. It was insane. I could only get through half of them and they give you 2. We went on a big paddle boat for the fireworks. Yeah, we just had a blast. It was so much fun. You know, life is just meant to be lived. But goodness sake, if it could stop raining, yikes. And the further up you go, the further north you go, the more you're running into all that nasty air from, you know, the Canadian wildfires. I mean, those poor people. I heard we sent a second batch of helpers up there, but I don't know if it's enough. Okay, DeSantis. So, okay, Queen of Swords. He has a lot of decisions to make. That's how I'm going to read this. And I also think we're going to be hearing him speak a lot more, right? So we're going to, you know, he's not going away, first of all, but we're going to hear him do lots more speeches, being in the press more. But at the same time, he's going to have to come up with a better balance. He's alienating a lot of people, isn't he? His obstacle, he's in for a ruthless battle. This is not going to be pretty, folks. This is not going to be pretty for him. He's really, you know, met his match with 45, I think. So Wheel of Fortune, this is a real turning point in his life. It's one where he meets his karmic destiny and fate. Take it from the bottom, where he's feeling trapped, stuck, victimized, right? You know, things are not going to go well for him, but at the same time, he's going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. So let me just pull a card from here for DeSantis, and then we'll take a look at 45, and then we'll do the tea leaves. Okay, one more shuffle. Ace of Wands. So interesting, because these other cards were pretty negative, I'm going to say he's going to have a new beginning doing something else. Not being president of the US, it's going to be doing something else. Which, like I said, I don't see him disappearing. I don't see him dropping off the face of the earth. I really don't. Oh, let's see. Oh, I lost my little remote. I have a little remote that I turned the video on and off with, but then I move and then it falls. So looking at 45 and his bid for the White House. Okay. Interesting. So this is like a huge turning point for him. No surprise that 45's coming into his karmic destiny and fate, right? All the lawsuits are rolling in. Things are changing for sure for him. His obstacle, not having the money, King of Pentacles, the money and the backing, that solidarity that he once had, that's not going to be there. The World, okay, once again, kind of like Wheel of Fortune, things are really changing up for him. So this is not what I think he wanted or what he expected. But, you know, being kind of like, this is like one of my cards, you know, for like the Republican Party, 10 of Pentacles, where there will be those that give him money. Now, do I think it's coming from the RNC? I do not. I actually think that this is coming more or less from his fans, you know, and I think this is just how he perpetually feels. But if you notice, he just got 2 10s in a row. 10s have to do with a journey ending, right? You know, we talk about that in those tarot tutorials. A journey is ending. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, leave me a comment, check out membership, check out my website, Dianne Aquarius. Yeah, okay, 3 of Wands. Here his back is turned, he's leaving. And he's kind of like perpetually waiting for his ship to come in, you know, so to speak. You know, because things are not turning out the way he wanted them to. So let's do the tea leaves. Here we go. So just take a nice deep breath, center yourself. And then just go with your instinct. Just ask, okay, universe, spirit, creator, guides, angels, whomever, what do I need to know today? 1, 2, or 3. Here we go. You can pause it if you need to. Card number 1, sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So this is like a nice new beginning. I feel like all sacral chakra energy where, you know, this is a great time to manifest. This is a great time to be creative, to be productive, to put your ideas into motion. If you're thinking of starting your own business, pursuing a hobby, that sort of thing, this is the right time. Number 2, unicorn, because I love unicorns. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You know, always listen to that little voice. Trust that gut instinct, okay? That's solar plexus chakra. And, you know, we sometimes get all these great intuitive messages and then we just negate them. We're like, oh, that's just me being silly. No, if you get like a great message right now, and I'm getting for a lot of people that in July, there is like this moment, there's this time here where it's going to be fantastic to manifest those things that you wish into reality. And then number 3, pale. And it says time to get out of a situation. So whether you're in a relationship or say a job, a friendship, an apartment, whatever, you know what it is. It's toxic. It no longer serves your highest good. It worked for a while, but it no longer works for you. And so now, so you can be the best person that you can be and live the life of your dreams, you need to move on and move out of it. You know, I know change can be scary, but sometimes we just have to do it, okay? So, all right, everybody, I will see you all in a couple of days. Monday will be a new tutorial. Members, please check out that community tab. And all right, everybody, have a fantastic weekend. Bye.